Hi everybody, I'm Natalie Santa Rosa, and today I'm going to be talking about the first steps that you need to do in order to start an online nutrition business. Okay, so it might be different than what you're thinking. I know when I talk to a lot of people, they feel very overwhelmed, right? It's very overwhelming. What do I do first? Should I start a podcast? Should I start a blog? Should I make an online course? Like, what do I do? You know, there's all these kind of ideas and thoughts swirling in your head, and it kind of leaves you paralyzed as to what you should even do first. So, what I want to tell you today is the first steps that you need to do are not, get a logo done. All right. Design your website. We don't want to concentrate on, what's another big one? Buying business cards. All of these things are kind of secondary, and honestly, they're not really necessary when we're trying to start up. Okay? So let's talk step number one, right? So we're not designing a website. We're not buying, or paying for someone to design a logo for us. We're not doing any of those things. We're not even opening up an LLC or anything like that. Wow, I know it sounds kind of contradictory, but we can't even get there yet. We haven't even laid our business foundations. Your business foundations aren't your website, has nothing to do with that. So what I want you to concentrate first of all on is finding your niche, okay? So you may have heard of this term before, right? Oh, you got to pick a niche, and maybe you've thought to yourself, do I really need a niche? Do I really need that, Yes, you do, okay? I'm going to tell you a little saying that helped me realize why I needed a niche myself, okay? Because I used to, when I first got started, I actually helped several different people with their digital marketing, and it was largely inefficient. So one of the reasons why you need to pick a niche is just because it simplifies your business, all right? And we can't be everything for everybody. It's just not possible. And the next reason why we need to do this is because of that saying I was talking about, is that the man who chases two rabbits catches none. You can't go after two things simultaneously. Your marketing's not going to line up. Your offer isn't going to line up. It's just going to make things very, very complicated, and you're not going to do your best at actually serving the client, which is your goal, right? We want to help people here. That's why we're getting into this. But if you're trying to help so many people do so many things, you can't be your best person. You can't be the top-notch expert, all right? That's why there's a difference between brain surgeons and general doctors. Sure, general doctors are great, but you wouldn't want a general doctor to do brain surgery on you, okay? That would be scary. And so your value goes way up when you specialize. It makes your business simpler, and you just kind of have to do it because there's no way to market yourself. There's no way to craft an offer, right? Unless you do this step, okay? All right, so the second thing is you need to learn your niche's language / what they actually want, okay? What do they want? All right, don't assume this. Don't assume, oh, I know what my niche says. Don't assume, oh, I know what they want. Don't assume these things because you say things like, I am my niche. I went through my own weight loss journey, so I know perfectly well how to express what, people who are looking to lose weight want. Okay, don't make this huge mistake. All right, what I want you to do is assume you know nothing. All right, don't go in this thinking, gung-ho, I'm going to not do any research on this. You definitely want to research this no matter what, even if you already have a good feel for what you think they want and what you think your niche's language is. One of the reasons this happens a lot when people assume this and then they don't resonate with their audience is because they're mixing up their their knowledge base, their nutrition expertise, right, with what people know. So we start talking about like your relationship with food. This isn't always, relationship with food isn't in the average person who needs a better relationship with food, right? Vocabulary. It's not in their vocabulary. So if you use that a lot, some people aren't going to even know what you're talking about, all right? Unless you explain the statement. So what you want to think about is, hey, I need to actually go in with an open mind, like, approaching this from like a childlike point of view of I'm just going to learn. This is completely new to me. So you want to research this, all right? And not assume anything. And the reason why we do this research is because this research is what is going to go into your marketing, right? It's what is going to go into actually creating an offer to sell to people, right? Whatever that might be for you. So if you're creating an offer, don't just assume, oh, people are going to want my meal plan. Actually go and research. So I mean, go find YouTube videos of influencers that are talking about weight loss. Let's say if your niche is weight loss, and then go to the comments and look at what all the people are saying in the comments. They're telling you what they want. They're telling you, what their language is, how they speak about things, what they say. Like, a lot of people talk about, oh, I want to get lean, right? When really building muscle and getting lean, this isn't kind of polar opposite things, right? But people think they are because that's their language. And so we have to use their language in order to speak with them. And what happens is then they're like, oh yeah, this is what I want. Because you've got this kind of harmonious way of speaking to people. It's on their frequency. And so what happens is they're like, yeah, that is what I feel like. And that is what I want. And so what you want to do is go look at YouTube videos, go look at Instagram accounts, go look at what's another thing? Facebook and look at your ideal client. Look at this ideal client that you've picked as your niche, and then determine what their language is. Put all this on a Word document. Put what their language is. Research what they truly want, and what they want, that's what you're going to use to discover what you should create as an offer for people. So don't just assume you know what they want. Don't just assume that you know how your niche talks. Do the research. Spend time here. This is honestly one of the most crucial things. If you want to know what marketing is, it's really, really just knowing your niche at a deep, deep level. And so doing that research and then actually, coming at this from an open mind, not assuming you know, and taking note of the exact language that they use to describe their problems. And then use that language and speak it back to them. That's how we resonate. That's how we get this kind of harmonious feel. We're on the same frequency as our niche, which means that we're gonna attract our niche, okay? All right, so the next step after you've found out what your niche actually wants and coming at this completely open-minded, then what you wanna do is outline your offer. So what I mean by offer is outline what you're offering. Outline what you are selling. What is it that you're planning on selling? After you found out what they want, what are you offering, right? Okay. So one big, huge thing here is don't do one-off sessions. And the reason why I say this is because I'm sure you'll agree with me, is that there's no possible way in 1 hour that you can get your niche, right, your ideal client, to where they want to be. There's no way in an hour you could impart all the knowledge you have in, solving, in actually giving them what they want in one session. There's no way to do that, right? There's just, how would you even do that? And that's why you need people to attend those follow-up sessions. But if you just sell one-off sessions, then essentially what you're doing is you're not offering what people want. because there's no way you can get them to what they want in such a short period of time, right? So don't offer that, all right? Don't offer one-off sessions. What we want to do is sell solutions, right? And that's why we do that research in number 2 about our niche, because we're trying to solve a problem here. And when we solve a problem and we speak their language to them, this is going to be like an attraction machine for attracting the type of ideal clients you want to work with. Okay? So first of all, don't do sessions. You know that it can't get them to where they want to be, right? You know that one session can't do that. So make sure you actually sell solutions. All right? Also, big thing here is to actually just outline this. Don't go crazy at this stage, because you haven't even tested it with your niche. You haven't actually started doing things, seeing what works, what doesn't work. And so you just want to outline it like you would an essay, just like bullet point it, you know, and be like, oh, I need to cover this and this and this. And what you think in the order to outline the steps to get them and actually solve that problem, right? And that is the 3rd step. And these are business foundations. You need to do this before you do anything, all right? So don't design a logo before you do this. Don't open up your LLC. Don't even name your business. Don't even come up with a name until you do this. This is way more crucial. You know, if you think of a business, I like to describe a business as this. A business is like a house. And the issue is a lot of people try to build a business by just thinking about, oh, I'm going to like paint the walls orange. You don't determine the color of the walls before you lay the foundation. The foundation is what's going to make sure this house doesn't blow away. If you're just out there picking paint instead of working on the foundations, that's when you're going to run into huge structural issues and your house will not be sound. It's the same thing with your business. Lay a foundation, then put everything up on top of it. Don't pick paint color, pick what kind of foundation you're having. That's how you can build a strong business, all right? So that's all for this video. Let me know if you liked it in the comments below, and let me know what you want to hear about next, and I'll have it out next week.